Trying to get an internship in my old age. All right, so we know that my fellow Americans, all right, so we know that there are millions and millions and millions of people who are out of work. There's been a lot of focus on the millions of men who have fallen out of work that a lot of them have no interest in going back to work because of the whole situation with the women and what the females are doing and how the HR department is completely annihilating the men just off of a false allegation, and the man is just completely wiped off the planet, and everything he's had is gone. So he got that going on. And of course, there's that fear. And then you got people who just can't go back to work. And then you have the millennials who don't want to go to work. And so there's a whole bunch of people who just don't want to they don't want to work now. Amazon is trying to sweeten the pot. Now there's a place that I might start looking at. Okay, so here's what Amazon did. Here's what Amazon did. I should just play the clip. You guys want to hear the clip? There's one person here. Nobody's here. Okay, I'm not going to play the clip. Here's what Amazon did. Amazon said, we're going to go ahead and raise our minimum wage to $15 an hour. Now, Amazon also is hoping that the government follows suit. But Amazon did not raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour because they cared about the minimum wage across the country. That's not why they did it. Amazon raised the rate of minimum wage because they have people who are homeless, who work for Amazon, and they're sleeping in a Walmart parking lot. And what those people did was, they were like, we work for you, we're good employees, but this is where we stay. We sleep in our cars. And you have plenty of people who start making YouTube videos about it. YouTube, very, very powerful. We all know how that goes. And those videos got saw, or seen. They got seen, and people started talking, and it must have climbed all the way up the food chain, and not necessarily reached Jeff's ears, but it got to human resources, and it's bad publicity. This is not what you want. The higher you go up, the bigger your fall is. And anything can happen. We got people falling left and right for, one reason or another. There's all kind of people just going, down in a blaze of glory. But Amazon is, right now, would probably be a good place for me to intern. Now, one reason why I said that, because I'm hoping that I can find a place to do some virtual interning. My degree is I have a BS, Bachelor of Science, in Health Service Administration. So I'm hoping that, there's a lot of things you can do with a Bachelor of Science in Health Service Administration. Start your own business, which is kind of hard, but you could do it. Start your own consulting firm. You can, get a storefront. There's plenty of malls and stuff that have no space, especially if you go to China, that have the space is not, no longer rented out. They can't afford to rent people clothes. And you can just open up your own little, dental or whatever it is, get with a small group of people and say, hey, we're going to provide health services here. Massage therapy, art therapy, heck, you throw some nails in there while you're doing it, what I'm saying? Music therapy, And, if you have a DDS, or if you have an MD, that, or even a licensed practical nurse that wants to come in and, do some hours, 5 or 6 hours, and just to talk to patients, not take any blood, none of that, none of that stuff. Just talk to patients about their health care and, stuff like that, and then make her little, and of course people don't pay up front. They probably have a copay. You probably make them have a copay. And but nonetheless, you bill through their insurance. Just go right through their insurance. Aetna, Humana, just go through, Medicaid, Medicare, whatever. Go right through their insurance, and there are all kinds. What's really great about the healthcare, situations with jobs, is the people are becoming very, very innovative when it comes to collecting. You'll find a lot of people who are, like I said, not at work, don't have a job. A lot of people who are using government subsidies to pay for their health care. Those people have what I would call off-brand issues that don't necessarily take a hospital. You don't have to go into a hospital as soon as you walk in. It's $10,000. You're accumulating this huge cost to get acupuncture or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like to get a little therapy or whoever it is, whatever the therapy is. And there's all kind of lines of therapy. So there's just one thought for people who have the degree I have. You can just get a bunch of people and, like I said, run it through their insurance and provide a service, have a couple chairs set up and a couple desks set up and all this other stuff where you just do some basic healthcare stuff, and you bill people, $10 copay, and then you'll have a flood of people coming in and out. Because that's just how it is. There are a lot of mental issues. So you have a lot of soldiers who are coming home. You got that going on. So some of those soldiers can be seen in just a regular setup facility. Other soldiers are very extreme, and you cannot see them under any circumstances, any normal circumstances. So they have to be in a setting where they can not harm people. You have a lot of non-violent soldiers who have issues that, once again, I call them off-brand medical issues, because you just can't look at them and tell that they're sick or they have some kind of problem. You just don't do that until you start talking to them and find out exactly what's going on. PTSD doesn't have a scar that you can see, you know what I'm saying? So you have a lot of depression and things along that line. You can treat depression. You can hire a doctor or a therapist or whatever. Hey, what's your rate? You're not paying them. They simply have a place to set up. And, you have this all up under one roof. And, they come in, they have their scheduled hours when they come in. And you just manage it. You just, take in the money and make sure the insurance is right, and, HICFAs and ICD-10 coding and all that good stuff. So there's all that. But nonetheless, so there's just an idea. Then you have some other ideas for internships. So what I did was I actually called a local school. I called my school, and let me backtrack. I called a hospital that's actually right next to my school. I got their human resource department, which is actually downtown. And I was like, do you have an internship fellowship with the school I graduated from? I'm a new graduate, yada, yada. They were like, no, we do not. And as the lady kept talking, she was like, wait a minute, let me make sure. So then she started asking her, people who work in human resource, and they was like, I think we do. And she was like, I didn't think we did, yada, yada. Basically, when you don't have a lot of people going to the human resource department saying, hey, I want to be an intern for, your hospital, which is a large, corporation, then you either forget, especially if you're new, you either don't know that you have an internship program, or you forget that you have one because it's just not being utilized. And I think that this woman didn't know, because what she said, it might not be still implemented. So I think that's what's going on. She said the website changes all the time. So sometimes they have their program, sometimes they don't. So I just wanted to tell some of you people out there who are looking to do some interns, when you call some of these places, some of their internships may not be updated. They'll say, well, I don't even know if we're still doing that. It's changed. So and this really applies to people who are going to school and they have their mind set on a particular school that they want to school program, and then a particular place that they want an internship at. So, I don't know, whatever your area is, so-and-so state, you go to that state because during that time, they have an internship with PNC, whatever's, and you're just like, yeah, I talk to PNC and they're just like, yeah, come on through, yada, 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 after you graduate or while you're going and getting your degree and 4 years is up, you go over there and they're just like, yeah, we don't do that no more. Like that can happen. So there's that. But now I have to look up and find out who has healthcare internships. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do that now because there's not one person listening to me except me. But somebody might hear this later and summer program internships. That's over. Internships. ISRD. Children. Okay, so there are a few hospitals listed here. I don't know what ISRD is. Behavioral Health College intern. I don't live there. That's kind of far away. So I am going to, you know what? Nobody's listening anyway. I might as well go for what I know. And get these people to call. See if I can. Oh man, you got to go through a recruiting network or LinkedIn. See, this is pure Kafka. This is what I'm talking about. This is pure Kafka right here. It's like, can we just get a? Let's make a call. All right, so I'm gonna try to call one of these. Work good. I'm gonna call a few people actually. Another, I actually want to call the World Health Organization too. Customized healthcare internships in Latin American, Asian, and African. That is not what I wanted. That is not what I wanted. Okay. All right. Let me put in Ohio. Do you have internships in Ohio? College internship. I don't know where that's at. Let me put Columbus, Ohio. Just see if there's summer internship, intern sales. Nope, I do not want a sales position. Student Business opera? Nope. Intern business. MBA intern program? Not yet. Huh. I'm gonna call one of these people. Internship business, MBA. Shoot. Glassdoor, project management, marketing. All right, I guess I'm not calling anybody. Summer's over, so this is done. Anyways, the internship program paid 23, 22, in between 22.3 and 48.8 a year. So there's some info for you guys. Huh. Project management. I just want to call someone. Can I call you? Can I call you? Let me see if I can call these people. Put on my professional voice. Hello, my name is Buckeye Health. I would not want to work at Buckeye Health, but I'm gonna call them anyway, just to see what they say. I want to see how this goes. Call them and say, hello. How are you? My name is Harry. No. They probably, hello. Probably think they're being pranked. I'd be wrong with somebody actually talking like that and they had some kind of, you just hung up. See what we get.
Thank you for calling Buckeye Health. If you know the 5-digit extension of the party you are trying to reach, you may enter it at any time. If you are a member calling with general questions, to update personal information, or to request ID cards, please press 1 to speak to a member service representative. If you are a provider calling about a claim or to verify eligibility and benefits, please press 2 to speak to a provider service representative. If you are calling to request prior authorization for services, please press 3 for the medical management prompt. If you do not know your party's extension, please press 0 and you will be connected to the operator. Thank you and have a great day.
Let's go 0. It's my pensive. On operator. Operator. See, that's what you get. Buckeye Health. These guys. I'll call a hospital. All right. So they did not want to be a part of this live chat that has 0 people on it. Oh, I got 1 person. Hey, how you doing there? All right, so I'm going to call Ohio State. Call Ohio State University. Okay, I gotta look up the number first because this. Let's see. Let me see. Ohio I don't want to call Ohio State. I want to call the yeah, Ohio University Medical Center. See what I can get me. Positive. Okay, so I'm going to call the medical center. Let's see if I can have better luck. Bop, bop, bop. Boop, bop, beep. Bop, boop, boop, boop. See what they tell me. See, it ain't so. Hello, yes. I was trying to reach your human resource department so I can get information on internship.
Okay, for a minute.
Kathy's a sweet person.
Service Center at The Ohio State University, Wexner Medical Center. Is this call in regard to the Chronos Go Live?
No.
How can I help you?
Operator.
In just a few words, please say the purpose of your call.
Human resources.
If you would rather use touch tones, press the pound key. Otherwise, you can say things like job application or application status, or I have a question about benefits.
Job application.
If you would rather use touch tones, press the pound key.
Can you smell what the rock is cooking?
Job or application status, or I have a question about benefits.
Job application.
Thank you for calling the Human Resources Service.
You know what, Mean
Ohio
Gene?
State University, Wexner Medical Center. Please hold while I connect you to the next available representative.
You know what, Mean Gene? All right, so I'm getting and more music. They need to put Lil Wayne's new album on here. Hello, my name is Anthony, and I am a new graduate from Franklin University, and wanted to know, do you have an intern program like agreement with them?
I do not know. You can email the recruitment line and ask, but I'm not for sure. It's recruitment at OSUMT.edu.
Okay, is there a on your main website? I'm sorry, you were going to say?
There's no one you could really talk to about it.
Yeah.
You just have to email that recruitment line, and then they email you back.
I was going to say, is there a list? Like an internship list?
No, you can go online and look at the intern list.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was.
What's out there.
That's what I was asking. Oh, just look at any intern list. Oh, you don't have one in
Yeah,
particular.
just look at that. No, you can go online and look at the OSU Medical Center job postings and look under interns and different things like that. But it'd probably be easier if you would just email that recruitment line.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Have a good day. Okay, so I have to email a recruitment line to get somebody to respond. I mean, I could just look online at the to see if they have an internship, OSU, or medical center. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, see if they have an internship. And I would love to get into Ohio State because they actually have a program. They have a couple of them that I'm interested in. They have one, law. I would like to go to their law school. And they have another, which is in food science. So there's that. I can go either way, become a healthcare lawyer. Would give me autonomy, so I kind of dig that. Food science, I would have to work for someone. So that's not attractive to me at all. But nonetheless, I would, there's an interest. I have a very profound interest in biology and, the way things work on a biology level. So I am on their website, and I'm going to just look at biological. Yeah, biological. PhD resident. This doesn't tell me. Living assistant professor of clinical physical medicine and rehabilitation at Ohio State University. I don't care about who these people are. All right, let me do this. Look under jobs. So it's not that easy, guys. It's not. You got to put some legwork in when you want view available jobs. You got to put some legwork in if you're looking to get an internship. Probably best to do this when you're in like your second year of college, but I'm a non-traditional student, and I was just trying to get out. It's taken me like 25 years to graduate. Good job, Mike. Okay. Veteran doctors share how to service affection care. So there's a bunch of stuff here, but it's no list. So there's no list here that. So now I understand what she was saying. This is weird. This is weird to me. I would have thought there would have been like a whole department, but there isn't. So there's that. Anyway, so it's just a little, you guys got to do your groundwork. The internship that you thought that you were going to enter when you first got into school might not be there when you graduate. And then another thing is, when I called the university I graduated from, they said, you're going to have to make an appointment with an academic advisor. I was like, okay, cool. I know my old academic advisor. And they said, well, that's no longer your advisor. You don't really have one because you're enrolled in grad school, but you're not taking classes, because I can't pay for it right now. So they're like, that, grad school would not be your academic advisor. So they send you to somebody who handles the people who are in between the transition. So it's like cool that you graduated, but it's like now you don't have a go-to person to handle all of your stuff. So that's kind of like, why can't I just ask because they got other students who are trying to get where you're at. So, anyway, laters.